What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy, Something. Hit the keys. Here today to do a quick review and demonstration over the Phenyx Pro PTU 2U True Diversity Dual Wireless Microphone System. That's a mouthful. Try to say that 3 times quickly. Make sure if you guys do like this content, though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button. Hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. With no further delay, let's get right into these mics, baby. Some. Hit the key. All right, guys, so full disclosure, Phenyx Pro did send me these microphones over to check out and do a review over. They did not sponsor the video though, so no worries. Nobody has any control over anything I'm gonna say in this video. All the opinions are mine and solely mine. I'm not gonna lie to you guys either. Definitely very dope that they sent these microphones over because I was in need of some new wireless microphones. If you follow the channel, I mentioned to you guys when I went back to Nebraska or Omaha earlier this summer, I basically sold my wireless mics just because I didn't have enough room to bring them back. And so I actually needed these ones for like performances, for if I wanted to get out and DJ weddings. My family does karaoke and stuff like that. So these are definitely some solid microphones to grab. They are currently $319. It is a dual microphone system. I'll show you guys what comes in the box. I'm not going to do a top-down view just because I don't have the space to do that right now. But I will show you guys everything that comes in the box, and we will go through a demonstration going outside through distance and all that other stuff. These microphones get distance. The range is up to 328 feet, which is a long distance. The frequency response on these microphones is 50 to 18 kilohertz. And then the frequency range is, I think, 300. No, it's 500 to 600 megahertz. So when you open up the box, the things that you're going to get is you're going to get the receiver right here. So what's cool about this is it's two separate receivers in one channel rack. So you're going to get one LED screen on each side and controls for each one of the mics, separate controls, which is pretty solid in my opinion. And then underneath that, what else you're going to get is you're going to get the microphones. So you're going to get 2 of these microphones. And let me say, my honest opinion are these things are built like tanks. I used to have some Vocal Pro wireless microphones, and I used those microphones probably for like 8-9 years. I've had some Shure wireless microphones as well. And I've probably done like over 200 shows or so, something like that with those microphones. But the build quality on these is great. Basically, you screw these, they're all metal, you can hear it. And I mean, it's all metal, it's built like a tank. You have a switch right here. So basically you can go low or high on the frequency. And then they just take 2 batteries, and they also give you batteries in the microphones. So that's a nice plus too, that you get microphones and you get batteries that are ready to go. They're also going to give you these right here. So these things right here, you slide on the mic, and what these do is they allow for you to put the mic down, and the mic won't roll, so it won't roll off the table or anything like that and damage your microphone. You're going to get 4 antennas, and that's for the True Diversity system. I'll kind of explain that real quickly. Basically, on this, you get 2 antennas for each channel. And what they mean by True Diversity is that if one of the antennas goes dead, the other antenna is still going to be able to capture your frequency so the mics don't cut off. So that's kind of what they mean by the True Diversity on these. So you're going to get 4 different antennas, which is pretty solid. So it does cut out the dropouts. You're obviously going to get a power cord right here. You're going to get these rubber feet that you can put on the bottom. So if you're not going to put that into like an actual rack and you're just going to put it on top of a table or something like that, you can use those rubber feet for that. And then they also give you a 1/4-inch cord, which is nice. And the 1/4-inch cord also has a 3.5 millimeter jack on it as well. So as you can see, it's 1/4-inch to 1/4-inch, but you can put the 3 millimeter in there depending on what it is that you're hooking it up to. So you get everything you need in the box, and it comes with the manual too as well. But I'm going to show you what you need to know. So we don't need the manual for this after you watch the video, right? All right, so as we see right here, the receiver is gonna have two screens that look like this, one for each microphone. As we look here, you're gonna have a power switch right here. Each one of the receivers is gonna have its own volume knob right here, so you can turn the volume up and down. You have this settings menu right here, so if you hit settings, it's gonna control everything in here. Before we get to the settings, I just wanna show you, you have your RF right here, and then next to that, you have the microphone level. So if I was to talk into the microphone, you'll see it'll give you that level right there, which is pretty nice. As you go through the settings, when you push it the first time, it's gonna be infrared. So when you have that infrared, basically if the microphone is off, so I'm gonna turn the microphone off for just 1 second. Now, if the microphone is off and I push infrared, it's going to search. Just know that when you're searching for your microphone, you're gonna have to hold the microphone up to this part right here, which is the infrared. And that's gonna let it detect the other microphone. So you see how it lost signal? But if I was to turn the microphone back on, it's gonna give it the signal right away. But I would have to hold this part right here, the screen, up to this right here, and that would allow for me to get the signal. The next setting right here is gonna be basically your groups. So if I push setting twice, your group is going to allow me to go through frequencies on the left side. So it's gonna go through a more broader scope of frequencies. If I was to hit set 3 times, it's gonna take me over to channel, and channel is gonna take me over to, it'll allow you to dial in a more specific frequency that you're looking for. If you were to push settings 4 times, that's gonna take you to your squelch. Basically, you can turn this up and down, and this is basically gonna get rid of any loud squeals or anything like that that you would hear from a microphone. And then you have the last setting that you have after that is gonna be auto channel. So if you push auto channel, boom, it's gonna search for the best channel, the best frequency for your microphones. And I lied, you have one more setting after that. And the last setting is gonna be lock. So you can just turn lock on. And if you turn lock on, it's gonna lock all the settings. So if somebody comes over here and bumps it or starts messing with anything, it won't matter because everything's locked in there for you. All right, guys, so now what I wanna do is I wanna show you what this microphone actually sounds like in action. Basically, I just recorded a take into FL Studio. I used a Focusrite so you can hear what it sounds like. I get that that's not what it's gonna sound like in live application at a live show, but I just wanted you guys to hear what the microphone can do. So this is a verse. If you listened to my Temu video the other day on microphones, it's the same verse I used on that one, kind of a throwaway verse, but I might use it now with this beat. So I'm gonna let you hear what it sounds like raw, then I'm gonna let you hear what it sounds like with some reverb and some compression and EQ and stuff on there, because you're not gonna do anything live really without putting reverb on there. And then I'm gonna let you hear what it sounds like in the beat. So this is what the microphone sounds like with me recording into it with no effects or anything on there.
Glanced right at her, said, "You so fine." She replied, "Stop staring, you'll go blind." Told her, "If it's looking at you, I know mine." Like magic to Kareem, nigga, it's showtime. I'm from the era where you'll find optimists, no prime. Back when Pops whooped your ass, stopping us, no crime. Back.
So that didn't sound too bad, in my opinion, especially for a wireless microphone. But now we're gonna go ahead and listen to what it sounds like if we throw some effects on there.
Glanced right at her, said, "You so fine." She replied, "Stop staring, you'll go blind." Told her, "If it's looking at you, I know mine." Like magic to Kareem, nigga, it's showtime. I'm from the era where you'll find optimists, no prime. Back when Pops whooped your ass, stopping us, no crime. Back when dope albums dropped.
So again, doesn't sound too bad for a wireless microphone system. I get, again, that we're not gonna probably be using this. I'm gonna record tracks at the house. But if you're on a bind and you got these microphones and you need to record something, you could probably get something done. So let's go ahead and hear what it sounds like in the beat. I'm just gonna let the beat play from right here up to here and then let it go into the verse.
Then I glanced right at her, said, "You so fine." She replied, "Stop staring, you'll go blind." Told her, "If it's looking at you, I know mine." Like magic to Kareem, nigga, it's showtime. I'm from the era where you'll find optimists, no prime. Back when Pops whooped your ass, stopping us, no crime. Back when dope albums dropped in the Source cosign. When Mariah was shiny and I'd have used old dime. Look, corrosion settles in and time changes much, but these lines remain clutch, and with dimes the same touch. I'm always gonna match when it's time to flame Dutch, cause I stay in the woods like staying in the hutch. I'm trying to
All right, guys, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the microphone, I'm gonna take the camera, and we're gonna go outside and basically see how far we can go with this microphone, or just, get some distance test on it.
I have currently switched over to the camera phone. We're going to walk outside. So as you can see now, I'm in the basement, and we're going to go upstairs, and then we're going to go out to the middle of the cul-de-sac. So boom, you guys are on my journey with me as we go. Got to walk up some stairs, so on and so forth. But, we're almost to the promised land. We're almost upstairs, and we are almost outside. So here we go. We are upstairs. All right, so now we're outside. It is super sunny. I don't know how this is gonna look on camera, but we're out here. We're walking. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure we're still gonna have signal, because I've already tried this test a couple of times, and I got pretty far, and I never lost signal. So again, we're still walking. So right now we are pretty far from the house, as you can see, and the receiver is downstairs. So what I'm saying, I'm only going to take a couple more steps, but as you guys can see, we are pretty far from where the receiver is at. So you know what I'm saying, that's kind of what you get with this. But I'll go ahead and I'll meet you guys back downstairs here in just a second.
So then, as you can see there as well, you get some distance on this microphone. So as you can see, I walked upstairs, I went outside, I walked to the middle of my cul-de-sac. I walked pretty far away in order to check out the distance on the microphone, and it did not drop. So I guess, what are my final opinions and my thoughts on this microphone and who's it for? I think that the microphone is a really solid microphone system. Like I said earlier, the microphones are really heavy duty. They're still, they feel real good. They feel amazing. They probably feel better than any other microphones that you're going to get for $319 or cheaper, especially for the pair. I'm going to be honest, like if you're doing shows and you got 5,000, 6,000 people there, you could probably afford to step up your mic game a little more. But if you're doing anything where you have like 500 people, something like that, this microphone would do good if you're in a venue like that. If you're rocking bars, these are good microphones. If you're rocking maybe 1,000 people venues, great microphones. If you need them for church, great microphones for church. If you're a DJ, wonderful microphones for a DJ, especially having two, because you can give them to somebody at the venue and they can talk on them, and you can always still maintain control because you have two different microphones. So, a lot of times, you as the DJ or you of a host of event, you have to kind of control what's going on. So you kind of always need a microphone. So the dual system just allows for you to have two microphones, which is great. Good microphones for, doing speeches. Again, like if you're at a wedding, and the best man or the maid of honor, they're giving their speeches, great microphones for them to use. While you also get to keep your microphone or pass a microphone off to somebody else who can talk and be the host. They sound good. Like you heard, if you're in a bind, you could probably use them for tracks and stuff like that. The one thing that I will say, the two cons that I do have, is that I do wish that the microphones came in a case, because they only give you this box. And if you're going to be gigging or carrying this around, after so many shows, the box isn't going to hold up anymore. Like I've already ripped one of the tabs on the boxes. I know that's something that's so minuscule, especially when you're getting a mic for a good value. But I would like to see a case, even if it's like a cheap plastic case, or even a cheap cloth type plastic case. That would be nice. And then the other con I have is just make sure that you have like the little windshields available for the microphone. Because if you're like me and you pop those plosives, if the P's come off very harsh, you're going to definitely hear them on the microphone. But granted, that's going to be most wireless microphones, especially at this price range. So make sure, if you guys do like this content, though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell, so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see it. Appreciate you guys' time as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Some, hit the key.